Hello, my name is Lohan Wen. In this video, I will walk through my AWS implementation for the cloud computing assignment. I will explain each task step by step from the task 1 IM to task 7, and finally is my learning reflection. From the task 1 IM, we need to know all the permissions in this project are assigned using the lab instance role, that one lab role, and these are the permissions policies we can see. And in task 2, first we need to create the virtual private cloud, and here I name it with my VPC, and the VPC is designed with 2 availability zones, and each one have a public subnet and a private subnet. And for the net gateways, we choose in 1 availability zones because it is much cost effective. And after that, we have our VPC workflow. Here we can see these are the private subnets and these are the public subnets, and we association them. For the security group, this we need to assign 2 types. One is HTTP and one is SSH, and the port range is 80 for the HTTP and 22 for the SSH. And this is important because we need to connect to our EC2 web server with this SSH. And for the source, we just need to set it as default 0000, like that. And we can see our security group is created. For the EC2 web server, we choose the Amazon Linux and name it as web server. Choose the T3 micro instance because it is free tier eligible, and create our own key and choose our VPC, our subnet, and enable the auto assign public IP and choose our security group and modify our IM role because we use the lab role. Then we can connect the EC2. After connected, you can see this page, and it will show you all the pages, and we can access our EC2 by using our public subnet. For task 3, I configured the EC2 instance as a web server. I installed a page and developed a simple web application. Just showing my web server is running on EC2 and cloud computing assignment. This confirmed the web service is successfully developed and using on the internet. And in the task 4, I focus on scalability and monitoring. The termination protection, we can change it, and then we can upgrade the instance type. We changed from T3 micro to T3 small. And for the CloudWatch, we can see the CPU utilization and the network out bytes here. For storage expansion, I created and attached an addition EBS volume to the EC2 instance. we can attach the volume. After we attach the volume, we create the new disk for the storage and just save a test file. Then we create a snapshot to demonstrate backup and recovery capability. In the task 6, database integration, I set up a MySQL database using Amazon RDS, and before we create a DB subnet group for it. The DB subnet group using the private subnets in MyVPC. From here we can see we set up the MySQL and choose the test, and we set up a username and the password. From here, the storage, the first time I set up 100 GB, but it failed, so I set up it as the minimum 20. And here we also choose what we are created before. And now our RDS is available. And then we can connect to the EC2 with the MySQL, and then we can see it is connection successfully. In task 7, auto scaling and load balancing. First, we need to create a template, and then create an Amazon machine image from the web server, and this AMI was used to create a launch template which defines how new instances should be launched. And here we also choose the instance type and the key pair. And here we also use the IAM instance. And then we choose a balancer. It uses the internet facing shim, and all the settings are here. But before, we need to create a target group. The target group set up as this. And then we select the target group we are just created and load the balancers. From here we can see the health check status. It shows that the instance is healthy, which means the load balancer is working correctly and traffic can be distributed efficiently. Finally, I would like to reflect on what I learned from this assignment. Through these projects, I gained practical experience in designing the cloud infrastructure using the AWS and connecting what we learned from each lab. Overall, this assignment improved my understanding of the cloud in AWS service. And that's all. Thank you for watching.